Shalom Akim, first and foremost, we just want to start off by giving all honors, glories, and praises to Yahweh, alright, double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to Yakim across the globe that are doing this work in truth and in sincerity and with charity. And basically, we just came across this one picture, on the web. The brother showed it to us, and we thought that we might as well do a sit down on it. And it reads, "Feed a man corn he eats for a day. Teach a man to grow corn, he kills you and steals your land." So let me show you the picture real quick. See, I don't know if you can see it too good from my phone. So you got the Gadites and Esau, Alright. But basically, Esau, he got this, he stole this land, alright, through pestilence. He destroyed the environment, he cut down a whole bunch of trees. I was watching a documentary like a couple of days ago. Basically, it was called America before Columbus was here, and I forgot. I think it was from North Carolina or from Texas. A squirrel was able to basically
jump from
tree to tree without touching ground, But when Esau came over here, he came and chopped a whole bunch of trees to bring back to Europe, because in Europe they cut down all their trees, man, and what happens when you kill the trees, man, hey, you kill the animals and stuff, because a lot of the animals survive off the trees. You kill a source of food, so everywhere this devil goes, man, he pollutes the earth, man. He messes things up, man, but that's why Esau's gotta go. Jen, go ahead.
This is John chapter 10 verse 10. The thief cometh not, but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come that they may have life, and that they may have it more abundantly.
And that's what Esau did, man. He came, he killed off a whole bunch of our people, man. And he's still doing it to this day, man. He destroyed our people, man. And look at how our people are today, man. They're bugged out, man. Esau came over here. He brought his Catholicism and Christianity. He enslaved our people with that. Now our people think that the Lord and Savior is the so-called white man. All right. So that's what the devil comes to do, man. To kill and destroy, man. And he's a thief, man. And a deceiver, man. All right.
Yeah, pretty sure. This Isaiah chapter 33 verse 1. It says, "Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou was not spoiled, and dealest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee." You know what I'm saying? So that's exactly what happened. They came to Gad like peace, peace. You know what I'm saying? But sudden destruction was coming upon the nation of Gad, man. I mean, the Native American Indians, man, which are the Gadites, And like the brother was talking about Christopher Columbus, Christopher Columbus, his real name was Christopher Cologne. You know what I'm saying? He was a fake Jew. You know what I'm saying? He was considered Jewish. And when he came over here, he had 5 Hebrew interpreters, man. You know what I'm saying? So he knew that the land was already inhabited. Which also makes Esau, even so-called white men, liars, you know what I'm saying, because he knew that it was already inhabited, but didn't tell the rest of the world that it was discovered,
I got something real quick. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 35, and verse 5. "Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred," and perpetual means everlasting, a special hatred, "and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity." So hey, you killed off a lot of our people, man. You try to eradicate our people from the planet, and from the face of the earth, man.
Genocide.
You know, genocide, man. You know, already Esau hates us, man, and he still hates us to this day. He's been hating us forever, man. And just to prove that point, it's at the book of Genesis, chapter 27 and 41. I'll probably start at verse 40, but you know, because there's still some. No, verse 39. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and the dew of heaven from above. So, you know, Esau has the fatness of the earth, you know, for a moment, you know. He's got the best of the earth, man. Reading on, and by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. So, hey, that's also Esau's blessing. That's how he conquered the whole world. That's how he stole a lot of the land, man, by his sword, man. You know, that's his blessing, you know.
Like back it says in that John 10:10, says he coming to steal, to kill, and destroy. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Come. And thou shalt serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. 41 is where I want to get it. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, The days of mourning for my father are at hand, then will I slay my brother Jacob, man. So, hey, it also says in Genesis, from the womb, you know, there was two nations in Rebekah fighting from the womb. You know, so, hey, Esau and Jacob, we've been at war since the womb, man. And Esau has hated us forever, man. You know, this hatred goes all the way back from, you know, Jacob and Esau, man.
And it also goes all the way to Adam and Eve. You know what I'm saying? Because that same spirit that's in Cain, and that's also in Esau, is that same spirit that was called the serpent, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, he was subtle and crafty. Actually, let me just grab that. This Genesis chapter 3, verse 1. It says, Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord Power had made. You know what I'm saying? And he beguiled Eve, because this was his being. You know what I'm saying? Like if you ever seen the movie Jungle Book, it was that snake. He was always trying to give Mowgli, which was the what they call the man child. You know what I'm saying? He always tried to get him with smooth words, man. That's in that Psalms 55:21. You know that his words were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart, because all he wanted to do was take down Adam and Eve, man. What did he do? He used the woman just to get to Adam, man. You know, the weaker vessel, and he knew that. Because what you find out is that when it come down to Esau, he's the king of handicap matches. You know what I'm saying? Both of y'all can't start at 100%. You got to be at 1% so he can seem like he was just this big, strong, glorious guy. You know what I'm saying? Giving you one KO hit, man. You know?
I got that 55 and 21. That was really good.
Mm-hmm.
This is Psalms chapter 55, verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords.
Just like the picture that the brother had showed you off his phone, man. You know what I'm saying? Here it is. Gab was giving them, showing them how to make corn and stuff. And once they found out how to make corn, it's like, we don't need you no more. You know?
And it's like too, in their armies too, man. You know, you're young, you got a lot of muscles, you're fresh out of high school and stuff, and Esau, wants you to join the army to fight in their wars, man. You know, all right. But once you fight in the war, you come all messed up in the head, and you're all bugged out. You know, Esau don't help you, man. You know, Esau don't give two shits about you, man. And you see that all the time, man. You see a lot of war veterans out in the streets, begging for money at the red light, jobless, man. You know, and Esau does that even to his own people, man. You know. And that's why the scriptures say this in the book of Ecclesiasticus and the Apocrypha 12 and 10.
Oh, wow, Spirit.
Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. So it says never, never trust thine enemy, man. And Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, it's our enemy. All right, he's been our enemy since the womb, man. You know, you can't trust Esau, man. He might have he might have a good smile. His words might be smoother than butter, but it wars in his heart, man. You know, he just wants to use you, man.
God.
You know, hey, that rust is gonna it's like iron. How it says over here, or like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness, man. Once iron rusts, man, you can't, you know, bring it back to normal, man. It's there, man. You know, he's gonna show you his true colors eventually, man. You know.
Like Scripture says, how can you bring a clean thing out of an unclean thing, man?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And Esau, that's his being. Like it says in 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter. You know what I'm saying? That son of perdition be revealed. When you look up that word perdition, it means vessel of destruction. You know what I'm saying? You know, and that's all he does. Because once again, the brother started off with the John 10 and 10. You know what I'm saying? His whole being is to destroy. You know, you got the and how we know is that he's our enemy. Not only does he just kill himself by polluting the air, the water, the food. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, majority of the chemtrails and stuff, it's targeted in Jake neighborhoods, man, where the Negroes, Latinos, and natives are. You know what I'm saying? You know, here it is. You got they got they got better grocery stores. You know what I'm saying? Their streets are not paved with speed bumps all throughout the alley on the regular streets. You know what I'm saying? Their streets get better construction. You know what I'm saying? You know, while you see in the Jake neighborhood and stuff, you got potholes everywhere. But to mess up your car so you can always be in a constant position to always pay for something, man. You know, like Scripture says in Haggai 1:6.
Bag full of holes.
Exactly, man. You know? And he causes this to happen. You know what I'm saying? Now, wouldn't that be an enemy? Somebody that's always trying to find some type of way where you broke, where you can't handle this and can't handle that, and constantly through hardship, where you can't really get no peace. Hey, they even have there's a building where it's in the hood. Now it's changed, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But pretty much what ended up happening is that it was really for people who had like real harsh drinking problems or drug problems. But then Esau would put that in the neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, where it's nothing but drug dealers around. Where it's liquor stores right across the street and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So you could be tempted, you know? It ain't no help, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's what an enemy would do. Say that he's trying to help you, but at the same time put something forth out there when he knows that your flesh is gonna wanna take that, like the scripture says in Matthew 26 and 41. It says that watch and pray for the flesh is weak, but the spirit is willing, man. You know. So I had something. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 7. It says, "Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart." And that's what Esau doing. He gave out the churches, because like it says in Corinthians, it says we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. You know what I'm saying? When we woke up to this truth, you know what I'm saying, we found out that these churches are just holiday houses. You know what I'm saying? They teach you fornication, to go against the Most High, to go against the one doctrine. You know what I'm saying? That the Lord only promotes as righteousness, man. You know what I'm saying? You know? And they got that on every single corner in every Jake neighborhood, man. You know? And this is like Esau's gift to the world and stuff. Christianity, man. You know what I'm saying? And what has it done but to destroy our people, man? You know what I'm saying? To believe in things that are not logical at all, man. You know?
Right. This is Psalms 83 from the top. "Keep not thou silence, O God. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee and have lifted up the head." So the Most High has enemies, you know, when they hate him. This is verse 3. "They have taken crafty counsel against thy people." Who? The Israelites. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, and confusion of faces that do go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob through your father's side. Right? Verse 4. They have said, "Come and let us Wait. Verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones, because they know who we are, especially the elites. It's just our people that are lost. My people are, lack of knowledge and destroyed. Right? Yeah, Hosea 4 and 6. Verse 4, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may no more be in remembrance. May be no more remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. And then they just give you the list right here with verse 6, the tabernacles of Edom. The first house is Esau, Edom, man. The so-called white man. Alright? And then the list goes on. But it tells you that Esau's, man, he's the head of this. It said he'd be ruling at the end times right now. And then when the Lord comes back, we'll be taking his kingdom.
You got more of that?
Oh no. That's Psalms. I got some now.
Alright, I got some. Let's back up what you said. This is Micah chapter 2, verse 1. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. And like it says in Joel 9:24, it says that the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. You know what I'm saying? He covered the faces of the judges thereof. In Esau's own constitution, he got a law where you're not supposed to commit identity theft. But yeah, he's doing it. And they also try to claim that they're the Jews. You know what I'm saying? What it says in the scriptures, thou shalt not bear false witness. You know what I'm saying? Right. They're lying and saying that there's somebody when they're not. They even when it comes down to the suffix ish, it means to be like or pertaining to, but not of. You know what I'm saying? So they put little hints out there, but they think that Jake is just stupid. They really pompous and proud, thinking that the prophecy wasn't going to come to pass. You know what I'm saying? And pretty much they had a little clue right there to show that they wasn't the real Jews. Verse 2, it says, and they covet fields and take them by violence. And that's exactly what happened. You know what I'm saying? Nation Gad, the whole Northern Kingdom came over to the Americas first. You know what I'm saying? And what did they do? Use their sword, their blessing. You know what I'm saying? To take us down. It says, in houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. And that's them claiming to be us, man. God's chosen people, man. Hey, like it says in Revelation 13 and 5, you know what I'm saying, that they're going to be blasphemous, man. It's blasphemy to sit up here and say that the Heavenly Father was plagued with a disease that he created to plague the flesh when he's all perfect, And the scripture also says that Yahweh Shai, who the world even calls Jesus Christ, had walked the earth perfectly. You know what I'm saying? So that means he wasn't plagued with leprosy. He was his skin was able to absorb sunlight. You know what I'm saying? Instead of reflect off, man, to burn his skin. It didn't do that, man. He's a so-called dark-skinned man, I have one more. This is Proverbs chapter 4, verse 16. It says, for they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away, unless they cause some to fall. So you see Donald Trump, you know what I'm saying, or any of these Edomites in the political area and stuff, they got bags for days, their eyes are red, you know what I'm saying. Hey, it also says in Joel, the 2nd chapter, about how the Lord was going to pour his spirit upon all flesh, you know what I'm saying, that your old men shall dream dreams, and your young men shall see visions, you know what I'm saying. They're seeing their income, This is verse 17, it says, for they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. You know what I'm saying? This is all they about. You know what I'm saying? Look at Donald Trump. He thinking that he just going to throw sanctions on people like these people ain't going to buck up. All these other heathens, man. You know what I'm saying? And they not going for it, man.
I had something in the book of Psalms, chapter 50 and verse 19. And it reads, Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit. Alright, and from the womb, Esau, he speaks lies, man, Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother, and slanderest thine own mother's son. Alright, and Esau, he speaks against Jacob against Esau, you Israelites, man, you Negroes, Hispanics, all right, you Native Americans, man. He always he makes you look bad on the news. All right, he tries to call us like we're immigrants, like we're the criminals, like we're the terrorists and stuff. In reality, man, the so-called white man, he's a terrorist of the earth, man. He's the one that's messing up the earth, man. The so-called white man is the real problem of the earth, man. And you people that also follow along with Esau, man. And hey, you guys are gonna get destroyed, man. For you people that follow Esau, man, and his ways and his doctrine,
Yeah.
But
I'm sorry.
but we're the only ones that are pushing righteousness, man. We're the only ones that see the problem, man. All right. These 2/3 of our people, man, and these heathens gotta go, man.
This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 12. Woe to him that buildeth a city or a town with blood, and establish a city by iniquity. And that's what Esau Edom has done. Their blessing was the sword. So they go into other people's lands and just take all their resources. And right now, besides, it's their time to rule. That's Job 9:24, like the brother brought out. The earth was given to the hand of the wicked, And Malachi tells you that Esau Edom is the wicked.
Yeah, border of wickedness.
Yeah, he's a border of wickedness.
God had a precept.
I'll bring it up.
This is Nahum chapter 3, verse 1. It says, "Woe to the bloody city! It is full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not." You know what I'm saying? So came to kill, steal, and destroy, man. You know what I'm saying? It also says in Exodus 21:16, it said, "He that is found that stealeth man shall be put to death," man. You know what I'm saying? And just pretty much the only way for this land to be cleansed from all the Israelite blood that was shed and stuff. Like the man that shedded that blood, his blood must be spilled, man. You know what I'm saying? This is another one. This is
Can you get it?
gone.
This is Numbers 35, verse 33. So ye shall not pollute the land where ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it.
That's why it's gonna be a great slaughter when Yahweh Shah comes back, man. You know what I'm saying? The scripture says that all the earth shall wail.
Oh yeah.
Everybody, even the ones that pierced him, which proves reincarnation.
Right.
Those are also gonna get judged. You know what I'm saying? This is Isaiah chapter 5, verse 20. I'm starting verse 18. It says, "Woe unto them that draweth iniquity with cords of vanity, and sin as it were with a cart rope, that say, Let him make speed and hasten his work, that we may see it. And let the counsel of the Holy One of Israel draw nigh and come, that we may know it." Trying to force the Lord's hand. Verse 20, it says, "Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil." Because you on the back of the dollar bill, it says, "In God we trust," but everything that they consider as good is contrary to the scriptures. It says that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. So pretty much they come down, it's like, oh, this is the good way. This like everybody really thinks America is that golden city, or once it was. But the thing is that all that gold, all it was just paint. It wasn't real gold, man. It was color-coded copper, man. I have another one. This is Job chapter 21, verse 14. It says, "Therefore they say unto the Most High, Yahweh, depart from us, for we desire not the knowledge of thy ways." And they don't do that. You know what I'm saying? They don't follow the ways of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Like it says in Wisdom of Solomon, in the Apocrypha, the 2nd chapter, about how we esteem them counterfeits, because they are. Counterfeit means fake. You know what I'm saying? They are fake. They claiming to be somebody that they're not. You know what I'm saying? And they trying to say that the law of the land is what it is now, but it's not, man. Because like it says in John 18:36, Yahweh Shah said that my kingdom is not of this world. Well, will my servants fight? You know what I'm saying? You know, so righteousness is not upon the earth, but you got the servants and the men of the Lord in the land of darkness, being that light for the elect, man. You know. It says, verse 15. It says, "What is the Almighty that we should serve Him, and what profit should we have if we pray unto Him?" Because he don't got Esau, Edom. He don't have anything. You know what I'm saying? If you pray to the Lord and stuff, you know, he's still trying to find the depths of the sea. You know what I'm saying? How trying to find a way to get the nation of Israel to be destroyed, man. You know what I'm saying? Trying to the depths of outer space and stuff, man. The Eloheims. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Salaki, not the Eloheims. The Shabbat Shemayim's, man. The heavens, man. You know, they trying to find out the depths, but they can't even get past the Van Allen belt, which means that they didn't even land on the moon. And plus, it also says in Genesis 1, 14 and 15, you know what I'm saying, that the Lord had created two great lights. Everybody knows that the sun is bright enough to light up the whole earth when it comes down to the daytime. You know what I'm saying? You know you can't land on that. You know what I'm saying? So if the moon is giving off light, while the moon shines, changes red, changes orange, changes yellow, and then sometimes just all white and stuff, that means that the moon emit light as well, and it light up the dark, the nighttime, man. You know what I'm saying? So it means that it's too hot for them to land on. They're liars. Never trust thy enemy.
No.
Alright, we hope this video was edifying, and we'd like to give all honor and glory to
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Yahweh,
Shai,
Ba'ashem,
Rakah
Rakah
Kodash. Double honors to apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to the elect, which we hope to be. Shalom and Abba Abba.